favor, type something good that happened in the chat. Go ahead and type in the chat something good that happened to you today. Anything. It doesn't have to necessarily be NuMedia related. Would love to hear the NuMedia stories, but I want to hear in the chat some good stuff. Okay, let's see. Okay, so people are asking, you're asking questions in the chat. Don't ask questions in the chat. Just, okay, I got 7 free trials out today from Joshua. Awesome. 20 free trials from Dan Drugan. Nice. I got another free trial member from Marin. Yes. And Marin, you need to talk to Ulysses. We spoke again today, so I think he's ready to go. From Big B, I can walk again. You know what? I don't know what the story is behind that, but my wife has dealt with a lot of issues, and to some people, that's a big deal. Signed up 5 new trials today. I landed a hairstylist. Cool. Ray, you know what? Love to hear that story and see how that worked and what the pitch was that you did. Fired my boss today from Branton. Yes. Got a new TV. Harry, good deal. Man, this is great. I love this. I love it. Starting out with the good stuff. You know, we in a business where a lot of times we're told no, we got to have the positive, right? We got to have fun. We got to enjoy what we're doing. And so I love hearing these stories. And you know what? These are great stories to share. And I'm going to, later on, we're going to do some training that, Eddie, more signups from ads posted without even speaking to them. And bought 49 roses and 1 white rose for our 50th anniversary from Jim Clover. 50th anniversary. Holy smokes, man. I'm chasing you down. We're coming up on 32. So Browns are winning. Okay. All right. I'm going to get off the chat there. Great stuff, guys. I love it. I love it. Yeah, you know, we just want to be positive, move forward, and always be up and excited about things that are going on, because, you know, there's only one direction. That's forward. That is forward, you know. And so we're going to do that. I love the saying that Kevin O'Leary says. It says, losers make excuses, winners make money, you know. So I think we're all just a bunch of winners here on this webinar tonight for the updates and everything. And like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to go over some updates. I'm going to give you guys some updates. And in the past, what we've done is we've done a bunch of updates and literally spend over an hour just doing updates and Q&A and all stuff. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over the updates. There's just a handful of updates that we need to go over, because as we smooth things out, guess what? Fewer and fewer updates to be had, okay? And so there's a handful of updates and a little bit of information that you guys need to know. It's important information, and you need to take this information and share it with your team as well. Disseminate it down, okay? You know, not everybody gets the emails, and not everybody gets the notifications and all that stuff. So make sure you're sharing this with the people who are below you, and tell them to share it with the people who are below them so that they have it. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and I'll go over the updates. And then after we do the updates, depending on the Q&A and the number of people, you know, all the detailed questions about all this stuff, which there really shouldn't be a lot, because it's going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to do some. I'm going to go over one of my favorite Facebook marketing techniques. You know, it's time to start to get back into the training and the fun and the exciting stuff to actually grow your business, right? Skip all the little, okay, what's going on with NuMedia today, because like I said, it's all smoothing out, and it's time to get back to doing what we do. So, you know, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'll do that. Okay, so we are already recording. So this will be recorded, and it'll be in the back office like always. All you have to do is go to calls and webinars on your NuMedia Biz page, and click on that. If you go to view past calls and webinars, and you're going to see a button. You're going to see a button that gives you the option to go to, or like a banner that says go to past trainings or go to business opportunity. Okay, and so now you guys can access those videos, go there, and watch, information so you can get trained, you can learn about this service. And for the time being, we still have some of the old T-Vision videos that are up there, but those are going to end up coming down relatively soon, because the only reason we left them up there is because we haven't done a lot of training, over the last couple of months, just getting everything back up and running and rolling. But now we're kind of in that training mode where we're going to start doing trainings on a regular basis. And so you can go back there and you can learn, and you learn what you need to do to be successful in this opportunity. And then, and also have the opportunity presentations. We do them on the webinar on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and on Wednesday over the phone at 7 p.m. Pacific time. But you don't need to wait for those. The presentations are there. Share them. Use them. Put them on your webpage. Post them on your Facebook. Whatever it is that you want to do that's appropriate, right? Do the appropriate thing. If you're just spamming people, don't do that. But utilize those tools. Okay, so there we go. So some of the things we're going to I want to talk about. So our support portal, we are in the process of implementing this. It's going to take a little bit of time to get everybody on board with it. And when we say everybody, I mean the support team and all this stuff on board with it. But I want you to take a look at this support portal here, because I want you to see the direction that we are going. If you haven't already seen this, then on any of the NuMedia.biz pages, you go, and if you just click on support, when you go here, right now there's a big orange button that says Instant Support Center. Okay. Eventually what will happen is this link will go straight to this, because all this information will be on there as well. But they'll be able to go to Instant Support Center. And what we're doing is we're integrating a ticketing system where people can add a ticket, track their tickets. Okay, so if you put in a ticket and you go, well, okay, I didn't get an answer, go look at it and see, oh, maybe they did answer, maybe you just didn't get the email or something. Or if they didn't get an answer, bump that ticket again and say, hey, where's my answer? Okay. And it's really, really simple to use. You got your home, you got my area, which is going to have your tickets and everything. Now you have to sign up with it. It's just a separate account really that allows you to go in and do it, but use the same email address that you have with your your NuMedia account set up. So it kind of ties it together and tracks it and all that stuff. Here's the submit a ticket, where you just fill out all the information. And then there is also the knowledge base. So the knowledge base is a list of all the different articles. Now, again, some of these you're going to see are T-Vision and things like that, but some of them still sort of apply, and we're going through, and what support will be working on is building this article base, because what happens is you have a customer at 2 o'clock in the morning and they're like, oh my gosh, how do I install? Oh, look, I hardly even typed install, Fire Stick, and it says, what device is going to be used on, right? Okay. So I know that there's an article in here. So if we just type Fire Stick. Yeah, so I think it's actually under the what devices can NuMedia be used on, and it has the videos in there and things like that. So, yeah. So you can go in here and and they can read it. But the point is that they'll be able to serve themselves, right, and get the answers to the question, and turn it into a situation where support is really becoming even more of a helpful service. We know that there's a lot of things that they don't have all the answers to, because they have to go to the billing people, or they have to go to the payment processing people and stuff. And but by doing this, now those people can all start putting articles on there to help answer those questions. So just want to make you guys aware that is a direction that we are heading with support to really make it so that all of our people feel loved and cared about when they are going to the support portal or dealing with support in any way. Sales aids. So we've been told when you go to sales aids, and that is on any of the NuMedia.biz sites, you can go down to the bottom of the page, and if you click on sales aids, you can go here. You can download the graphics, okay, and like we like to use gotprint.com, really cheap printing service, okay, and very inexpensive, but very high quality products that they put out. And so what you can do is you can download these and upload it into Gotprint's online editor, put your name and your phone number and your links and all that stuff in there. Problem that we found out was that there is, with the graphics, there's a process that needs to happen called being flattened, okay, and they weren't done when we uploaded them. We didn't realize that we needed to do that, and so we uploaded them as they were. But that's being fixed. That should be fixed by tomorrow. Okay, so just FYI, that should be fixed by tomorrow. And then we've got more graphics that are going to be coming here very soon, so that you can download these. But here's like the window cling for the for a retailer, or a banner for for retail that you can use as well. And we're going to look at some more stuff. Here's a video on how to customize those, so you can see how to customize those. But they need to be updated. We'll update those and get those uploaded hopefully by tomorrow. Okay. Retail training next week, guys. We're at that point now. We are at that point now where we're ready to start getting the retail thing rolling. Okay, and it's similar to what it was in the past, very similar to what it was in the past, almost the same. The only difference is going to be there's going to be a little bit more consultative work required on your end, on the director's end, to make sure that every retailer is getting exactly what they need, okay? And we'll cover that in the training. I just want to put the bug in your ear that next week we are doing retail training on this Thursday night training like we always do. So be prepared for that. Have your team get on that, because guys, this is the it's one thing when you take some lighter fluid and pour it on your charcoals and get a little fire going. It's another thing when you pour gasoline on it, right? And that's what the retail program has the potential to do. If you can get out there and you can just give the message correctly to these retailers, there's no reason that they should turn you down for this service, for the value that we're offering them. So be prepared for that for next week. Put it on your schedule. Okay. We're going to talk about how to set up your ACH payment to be commission qualified. Guys, this is becoming a critical issue, because what we're finding is that there's a lot of people who are not set up with their ACH payment, and we know it's the new process, right? Because we had PayPal, and then PayPal decided they didn't want to work with us anymore, and that's fine, because we're doing too much volume too fast. Go figure, right? But if you don't have your ACH payment, this is the one thing that you need to have in place to be able to be commission qualified, okay? You must have your payment to be commission qualified to withdraw commissions. Now, we kind of realized that a few people snuck through the cracks and hadn't made a payment in months through PayPal or otherwise. And so we've put some more checks and balances in place to make sure that you are commission qualified. And again, what are the requirements? The only real requirement to be eligible to withdraw your commissions is that you have to have your payment set up. Why? Well, gosh, guys, we are in a network marketing type of business where if you're not making your payment, then the people above you are not getting paid, right? And that would be the same thing if people who are below you are not making their payment, you're not getting paid. Everybody wants to get paid, and make money. And that's why we do this business. It's fun. Yes, we like it. It's neat because it's entertainment. But in the end of the day, we all got food to put on the table, bills to pay, and that sort of thing. So you have to set that up. I'm going to show you how, but a couple important things. So your ACH is going to be based on the anniversary date going forward from the date that you enter it. Okay. So now, you know what? There's a possibility of some overlap. We realize this. And you know what? If it's that big of an overlap, well, just let us know, and we'll be able to issue some credits or whatever that we need to. But in any case, you have to be set up on your ACH. And according to the terms of service and the distribution agreement, distributors agreement, if you do not have your ACH or your payment set up, then after 30 days, we can terminate your account in its entirety. We can just delete you right out of the system. Okay, wipe out your account number and all that. And we don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to do that. And there's no reason we should do that because, again, the worst case scenario is you go get 5 people in your below you who are paying their monthly fee, and now you're covering the cost of that fee, and then eventually it'll end up growing, right? If you don't work it. But why wouldn't you work it? I don't know. But let's just say for whatever reason you do not have your payment set up, 30 days goes by, then we can terminate that account. And while we're not jumping all over that right now, we're giving we've got some grace period in there. We are going to start taking a look at those because there's been people, like I said, who have been part of the system for a while. And I'm not, it doesn't matter how long. I mean, it might just only be a few months, who have not made a payment, and they need to, just to make sure it's fair for everybody. So, make sure you get your ACH. Let's go take a look at that. Let's see what that's all about here. So setting up your ACH. Okay, so real simple. You've got a couple different ways to do it. You can go into your back office, and when you log into your back office and you click on the auto pay tab up here, then what you're going to do is you're going to come in here, and obviously you're going to say, well, I've got my NuMedia monthly service. If you want the adult channels, can you check both of those? So it's the $49.95 for the 3 devices. If you want the adult channels as well, just check that one. Okay, you can click to modify your auto pay. But what you need to do is you need to come down here where it says checking account option $49.95. You put in your bank name. It's really simple. Put in your bank name. Put in the account holder name. So it's whatever name you have that is associated with your bank account. Okay, so if it's different than the name that you set in your account details, put that name here. Okay, and then you put your routing number and your checking number, and it's really simple. Then you click on monthly auto pay setup, and what will happen is every month you'll have the $49.95 automatically deducted from your checking account. Okay, so this is critical that you do this, because if you don't do this, then what will happen is, let's see. Actually, let's see if it's going to let me do this. Let me open a new tab here. So this is a new account, And if you don't have your ACH, so the question is, how do I know if I don't have my ACH set up? Well, there you go. When you go into the back office, very soon, everybody who does not have their ACH set up, or therefore they are not commission qualified, will have a pink background. So notice, if I go to this overview here, it says that there's $620 in commissions earned. Okay. And of the $620 in commissions earned, when I go to cash history, there is 0 available. I can't withdraw. There's no withdraw button or anything like that. And the reason is because this account is not considered commission eligible. Okay. You need to have the ACH set up. So now when I go in and I say, well, I'm going to set up the ACH, then within 72 hours, guys, it takes a little bit of time to process, because what happens is it sends it to the bank, says, okay, is that account actually a valid account, right? Because you could do a typo. Are the funds in there good? Okay, great. Then let's do that. And then our bank will get the money. It'll come into our system. It'll be verified. And then, okay, now your account is gray again, and you'll have the withdraw button. Okay. So, so that's really, really, really important that you do that you get that set up. You get this set up and do it right away. Okay. It's just, that's how the system has to work. Okay. So how do you know what your routing number is and all that stuff? Well, let's take a look. Here's just an example of a check. This is one way you can do it. You can go get one of your checks. The first set of digits is your routing number. The next set of digits is your account number. So if you go back over here, it says routing number and checking account number. Okay. Again, it has to be your name, whatever your correct name is that's on your checking account. And you just put that information in here, click on monthly auto pay setup, and off you go. Okay. So really, really important. Okay. Let's see. Hey, how to withdraw commissions. Does anybody want to know how to withdraw commissions? We'll skip that. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, everybody wants to know how to withdraw commissions. So one of the things, since we don't have PayPal set up anymore, there are 3 options that you have available to you. And when you log into your back office and you go under account details, you're going to have 3 different options here. Okay. First of all, make sure your information is set correctly. Obviously, this is, made up information so that I can, because I don't need everybody, coming to my house. But make sure your information is correct, is set correct. And then you come in here and you choose which option you want. So there's 3 different options. And I want to start with the check. So really, really simple. If you choose check, what will happen is when you go into your back office and you say, or over here, and there's a button that says withdraw, request with withdrawal request. You put in the amount you want. Then within the next business day, our service will print those checks, stuff them in an envelope, put first-class postage on them, and get them in the mail that same day. Okay? So know that if you do it on a Friday, it's not going to get into the mail until Monday. Okay? Just know that. And then however long it takes for the post office to get their first-class mail, most places, a couple days, right? So check is probably one of the best options because you can do that every single day. You can do it every single day. And if you got more than $50, click on it and it will send it. Here's one thing you need to know about the check. The check, there is a $2 fee associated with every check that is processed. Why? Well, of course, because they're printing the check. And this is the outside service. This is not us. We are not sitting in the office printing checks. The outside service that's associated with our accounts. They're printing a check. They got people in there that they have to, manage that, print it, fold it, stuff it, postage, all that stuff, right? Out the door, $2 fee. So if you're okay with requesting a check for $50 and paying a $2 fee, fine, go for it. Okay. If you want to let your commissions accumulate a little bit, then do that so that it's not as much as an impact. But what is really important is that if you put check, what you need to do is you need to put that routing number in here. I mean, sorry, not the routing number, your checking account number, just the checking account number. Okay, if we go back here and we look at that, just the account number. Why do we need the account number? Because, when you put in a check request, we want to be able to look at that account number, look at your account, which has your ACH information, right? It'll give us that checking account number. We verify it against that to make sure that it is, in fact, going to the right place, to the right person. Okay, we don't want to have an accident where somebody says, oh, well, yeah, just send me a check, and then for some reason, there's somebody else who has the same or a similar name, and it gets sent out. How that would happen, don't know exactly, but it's just a check process that we have in place that we think is going to be the best solution for us. Is a quick glance, okay, they match, great, off they go on our end, okay? So really important. Again, checks are good for any amount. So if you are one of those people who are, taking out hundreds a day or thousands per week, the check is going to be probably the best option for you, okay? The next option for you is the Square Cash card, okay? Square Cash card, what you're going to get is you're going to get a cash tag ID. So you go, cash tag, and it's going to, whatever. So when you set up your Square card, I'll show you where to find out about that. When you set up your Square card, you're going to get a cash tag ID. You put Square card and you put that cash tag ID. Now when you go into your back office, you click withdraw, it's going to automatically put that money into your Square Cash account, and depending on how you have it set up, it will take it to, we had that instructions here. Oh, okay. Click here to see the setup. Okay. Oh, so we have a PDF that explains exactly how to do that. Okay. So put that, set it up. It's really, really easy. Let's just pop this open here. Okay, coming soon. Sorry, tomorrow. It will be there tomorrow. I can tell you. But it's really, really simple. So to sign up, you can click here where it says click here, and it's going to take you to the site, Cash App, and you basically sign up. It's kind of like a PayPal thing, right? And go over here and go sign in if you have an account. If you don't, it's going to ask you to log in, okay? I don't think it's going to automatically log me in, but it's not the method I use anyways. And what it will do is, it'll ask you to go through that process. When you do, you can set up a bank account in your Square Cash card. Okay, here's the thing with the Square Cash card. Again, same thing. There's $2 per withdrawal or transfer. Okay, and there is a $300 daily limit of the withdrawal amount. Okay. And the reason is because Square Card puts a limit on us. They just say, you know what, we can't have tens of thousands of dollars a day going out in the Square Card amounts. Okay. So that's fine. That's what it is. If you're under 300, Square Card is probably your best option, because that is going to, like I said, give you access to your money. It goes into the Square Cash account, and then you'll have a choice. You can set it up for Express, which then they're going to charge you an extra little fee to get it into your bank account the next day. Or if you just make the request and let it sit there for 2 or 3 days, then it is going to go into your bank account for free. Then they're not going to charge you with that. Okay. So set that up. Third option that we have is, so again, really important. Let me see here. Make sure you put that cash tag in here when you do this, and make sure you, once you make these changes, so if you choose check, and you put your account, your checking account number, make sure you hit update. Okay. And by the way, the check is going to get sent to whatever this information is right here. There is no way to set up like a different thing. So if you have a company name, or you have a different address for some reason, and you choose check, it's going to go to that address with that name. So make sure you change this if you need to match your check. It doesn't matter if you're on Square Card, because Square Card is just going to go into your account, and you can leave it that way. Okay. But the third option is what's called TransPay. And I'll tell you what you put here. All you do is you put an email address. That's all. You put whatever email address is set up with your TransPay account. Okay. And what TransPay is this is kind of like Square Card, but they don't put limits on the dollar amount of money that we can transfer, and they don't offer you a Visa card either. It's just like a pass-through system. And they say, well, you know, you want to send somebody money, you can send it through TransPay. It goes through, meets all the legal requirements, and then it will go into your bank account. Here's kind of the downside to TransPay is it takes 3 to 5 days. Okay, there is no, and they don't have an express option or anything like that I could see. And also, they charge you $5 per withdrawal between $0 and $500, $10 from $501 to $5,000, and $15 for anything over $5,000 with no limit. Okay, so you can use that option. You can use it, but here's the one thing I will say is TransPay is one of the of the three is a temporary option, because we have another service that we're going to be using that has much lower fees and and a better overall all-around process. We put this in place because without PayPal, we've got people who are requesting, money in the high hundreds and thousands on a regular basis for their commission. And so this is how you get these things set up. There's a video here, obviously, kind of walks you through it, kind of just basically restates exactly what we went over here. You can go here. Let's open this. So you can kind of see what TransPay looks like a little bit. And yeah, so you go here and you say, I'm a recipient, and you create an account. Okay, I've already got an account set up, and I used it once. Okay, I personally prefer to get the checks. Okay, so your choice. You decide how you want to get paid from NuMedia. Okay, and again, we're thrilled. We're happy. There's times when Jim has actually giggled quite loudly when he saw some of the large pay requests coming through, because he knows that that means people are doing business. And that means that you're working hard and you're working and you're getting paid. So we want to pay people, but don't let your back office get pink. Go make sure you go set up your ACH in here, so you can do that. Now, there's an alternative method also, guys. I just wanted to point this out. You can either go through your back office, or you can go through the NuMedia.biz site, and you'll probably see emails soon on this, and click at the bottom here. It says Auto Pay Setup. And when you go here, you can do your monthly subscription. Now, again, keep in mind, all directors have to go through ACH. There's no exception to that right now, okay? Members, they can still do it via credit card. And part of the reason for this, again, is because of limits. These credit card companies, when they see you, just high numbers flying in at the rate at which we have them coming in, they get all, freaked out. And so, they don't want that. So you just come in, make sure you put your ID number, select the $49.95 a month auto pay, fill in your information here, because obviously if you're not in the back office, it's not already coded to you, right? And then put in your bank information here, and then select the 3 check boxes and hit send. Okay, so that's an alternative way. And if you have people who are members and they're ready to sign up, they want to upgrade or go ahead, and because now we're doing the free trials. Same thing, they just go over here and just click that box. Don't have both of them checked. They click that box for the members, and they can do the debit card payment there. Okay, so there you go with that. Make sure you got that done so you can get your commissions, because without your ACH, without your auto pay, you cannot withdraw commissions, period. All right. There's going to be a new form on the site. So we're talking about upgrades. There's with the free upgrades. As far as we can tell, and I say we, I mean the billing people and all that stuff who are doing this, and the support people who are going through it, is that we believe we've hit pretty much most of everybody who's supposed to be upgraded. Okay. Here's, part of the exception. Part of the exception is that as we're going through and looking at all those accounts, people who want to be upgraded, we're looking at it, and again, they haven't had auto pay on their account for months, and so they're not commission eligible, and it takes 3 to 5 minutes for every single upgrade, and so we just want to make sure we're giving the upgrades to the people who are on auto pay, who are paying. So please go do that. And then what's going to happen is, as we see the auto pays coming through, our billing people are instructed, check the auto pay, check to see if they're in that time frame between the beginning of June and August 17th. And if they are, then they'll do the upgrade at that time. Okay, so it's really important, guys. It's really important, for us to make sure that everybody who is supposed to get an upgrade gets the upgrade. But if you're not eligible to get it, then you should know that, and you should be making your payment stuff. So, all right. Really simple. So watch for that form. It's going to show up tomorrow on the website. I'm assuming it's going to be a link at the bottom. And if you think I have already set up my ACH, I'm already commission eligible, everything should be copacetic with my thing, with my account, fill out the form, off you go. Okay. And once they get that, they'll take a look at it and go, oh yeah, okay, fine. We missed one. Okay. Let's get that upgraded. Okay. No problems with the upgrades. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. Okay. So fill out that form tomorrow when it's there. Free trial bonuses, same thing. If you have submitted for your free trial bonuses, couple of things. Number one, we've had a lot of people submit for a free trial bonus, and they've only got 4, 5, 6, 7 people. The requirement was that they had to have 10 or more. Okay, 10 or more. So if you had 10 or more free trial bonuses and you haven't received those free trial bonuses, then go back to the form, and I believe it's here on the where is it? Yeah, the Quick Start bonus form. Still, it's the same form. Okay, so you can go there and you can fill this out and put in your free trial, the free trial member IDs. If you've already done that and you have not gotten acknowledgement that those IDs, I mean that those free trial bonuses have been paid, I'm going to tell you, put them back in here again. Okay. You guys know, with all the chaos and payment processor issues and, fixing this and fixing that, it is entirely possible that it was missed. And I know that we had on our NuMediaGlobal.com website, on the form, we were getting a form error code that is still being worked on. Okay, that's why we have this form over here. So make sure that you put those in, guys. We want to give that to you. And also, if you qualified for the 25% bonus, the 50% bonus, or the 100% bonus, put that in. Okay, you only get one bonus, so you don't get the, we had the July bonus, and now we have the Quick Start bonus. So either the July bonus or the Quick Start bonus. That's it. Okay, you don't get two bonuses. We actually had somebody try to think that they did, so that's okay. All right, so that's important. Get that done, and guys, we're here for a reason. This is the perfect time. We're here. You guys saw this last week. Consumer Reports distribution of millions of people are telling people to get rid of their cable TV, and the cable companies, I'm sure, just practically died when they heard that. So, all right, guys, let me look at the questions really quick. I'm just going to do this really quick because I want to get into some of the training. Sunday's webinar. Well, Sunday, it is a private call with the 10 of us, or with the top 10 winners, and then 3, me, Jim, and Scott, and we are going to. It's going to be recorded, but we have to make a decision of whether or not we're gonna put it out there. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll put parts of it. I don't know. So this is not open for not open for everybody. They were the top 10 winners, and there they go. So they're going to be on that call. So Charles is asking, I made a commission withdrawal yesterday from my Square card. It has not showed up yet. Also, when can we get sign up nonprofits? The commission withdrawal, like I said, through Square, depending on what you have set up, they have the express option, and they have the, I think it's 2 to 3 days. So if you're putting it into your, if it's going into your account, if it's set up to go into your bank account, it's going to take 2 to 3 days. Now, if you're saying, well, I just wanted to go into my Square account, if you're commission eligible, then it should have gone in there, or, watch for first thing tomorrow, hopefully, because when I spoke to everybody who's working on the commissions and everything, we were up to date as of this morning. So, not sure. Was our passcode changed to log in the back office? No, Cindy. Not unless you change it. It just stays the same. If you need to, just do a reset or ask customer service to reset that. Does NuMedia send out reminders and instructions to free trial members to convert them to a paid member? So Yes, of course they get instructions and all that stuff of how to get everything set up. As far as the reminders, that is something that we are working on this week as well, to get those emails in place where they automatically start getting those every time somebody signs up. And how many days does it take to have the ACH payment set up? Well, like I said, once you set it up, it could take up to 72 hours, before it's reviewed. And that's assuming that your bank, because this part of the issue is every bank is different. So we're saying 72 hours, assuming that most banks are going to respond within 24 to 48 hours, and then we need time to go in and verify on our side. That's what's going to take. Routing numbers and account numbers are also on bank statements. I'm not sure, Wanda. Maybe on some banks. I know on mine it's not routing numbers and account numbers, because I don't think they want that getting in the wrong hands. So yeah. Let's see. Do you have the option to use Square or Cash App? Yeah, definitely. It's kind of the same thing. You don't have to have it go into your bank account. You just let it go into your Square account, and they get and request a free Visa card. They'll send that to you, and you just spend it like money. So Jackie asks, on the 5 referrals and free cable, when you get your 5 referrals, does NuMedia credit your account, or do they pay your bill and you get it back through the referrals? No, you get paid in the form of commissions. So we send you $50. In that case, now your bill is covered. Now you still have to pay the $49.95 for your service. We do not in our system have it so that it will automatically credit you. Perhaps sometime down the road in the future. How about having? Yeah, direct deposit is just not an option for us at this point. Can members use ACH as well? Yes, as a matter of fact, with the ACH for the members, and guys, this is members only. If they sign up with ACH, we'll actually give them their 12th month free. Yeah, absolutely they can. Okay. Why not pay directors by ACH? Well, these are the options that we have available to us. For us to set up outgoing ACH is a totally different thing, and that's why we have to use a service like TransPay that can set that up. Marge said, I signed up for AutoPay today and tried to update my info, but it didn't take. Yeah, I had that happen, Marge, where in my back office I tried to change my information. Contact support and let them know that you're having a problem changing. And I don't remember what the issue was. I think it was like one little character or something was in the wrong place or something like that was preventing that. So yeah, I definitely have to contact support. What page will the upgrade form be on? It's gonna be on the NuMedia.biz site down at the bottom. So will we have advertising materials? Yes, coming very soon. Other than above and beyond the sales aids that we already have. If I sign up a bar or a lounge with either retail or subscriber package, can they have a pay-per-view event? No, Glenn. Okay, guys, here are some rules, and we'll talk about this on the retail training. Our licenses are for residential use only, okay? And if somebody took this and they put it into their business and they were using it as a means to draw people into their their establishment for profit, then that could affect our license. That could affect, that would definitely have their account terminated, could possibly have your account terminated as well for selling that. Once we do the trainings and once that is in fact the case. So yeah. Now, so then people say, well, what about doctor's offices? Can we do that? And the answer, in a lobby, or some businessman has a TV in his conference room. They're not using that to say to people, hey, come to our establishment and watch TV. Okay. Generally speaking, if they're serving food or drink, then it's going to be a definite no. If it's someplace where people just have a TV just to occupy people's minds, like while they're waiting for a doctor's appointment, probably not as big of a deal, but definitely don't do that. Can I use my Canadian bank to set up auto pay? Good question. And I don't know. You know what? You can give it a try and then let us know. If not, maybe you can set it up through AC or through Square Cash. Try it both ways. So nonprofits, yeah, coming down the road, Charles. Not there yet. Texting. Yeah, guys, the text messaging stuff is on the table, and it is, it's coming for us to go back in and upgrade all that stuff. But just with everything going on, whatever's going on, then, sorry, hang on a second. Yeah, it's going to take a minute for us to go in there and really upgrade everything. But with everything else that's been happening, we need to get a lot of other stuff out of the way first. So, but we'll let you know when those are ready. Okay. Well, Rick, not sure why people are saying that they're not getting their codes, but you know what? That's important to know. If people are saying they're not getting their codes, what's the reason? Are they getting spammed out? Are they not ever getting sent? That's what we need to know. So, and the process that we have, just so you know, is semi-automatic. We're working to the point where we're getting fully automatic on it. And it's semi-automatic in the sense that they come in batches. Our team goes through, verifies, okay, trial, sends out 30 or 40 of them at a time, whatever it is. Okay. So, hopefully that's another thing that'll smooth out if that's a problem. But if they're not getting them, let us know about, let support know about that. What is the name of the requester so I can let my bank know it's okay to send data? I don't know. I really can't answer that question. I think in that process, you're going to have to, you'll probably have to do some sort of verification through your bank in some cases. So let us know how that works, if that's an issue. Will recording be on the website tomorrow? Yes, it should be on the website tomorrow. Okay, so you're asking about upgrades. I already talked about that. So is there a way to find out if free trial is actually logged into the application? Not as far as the back office goes, no, unfortunate. Thanks. Okay. How are taxes going to be dealt with at the end of the year? Guys, you need to keep track of the income that you earn. I don't know what that process is going to be, 1099s or, whatever. So you just keep track of the income that you guys earn, because it's your responsibility to report it, right? Somebody's saying that we have a DVD recorder. I haven't heard anything about that yet. Let's support no. Sign up and we got their codes. Let's support no via email. But new directors, I don't know what the question is there. Okay. Can you? No, not talking about that. What is the company way to spell NuMedia? It's right on that website, guys. NuMedia. And, oh, I see. Is it capital N, small u, capital M, or capital NU? I'll get back to you on that. Okay. Asking about how can the rep pay us recurring payment in the Philippines. Yeah. Mike, one of the option that will replace the TransPay will also solve that problem, because they are our global solution. That is that. So, all right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up with the questions right now. Here's what I need to know, guys. It is now. Wow, it's already at the top of the hour. I was going to do a Facebook marketing here, and that could take a whole another hour. Oh boy, you know what? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. We'll do retail next week, and that's going to be specifically retail. And then what we'll do is the following week I'll do the Facebook marketing strategy that I have. Okay, so let's just, with that, we'll go ahead and call it a night, guys. But you know what? Everything's, we're all heading in the right direction. I know you guys don't see it. You guys, a lot of times you guys are out there in the field all over the country and everything. And I have the benefit of seeing not everything, but a portion of the stuff that's going on. And I can assure you that I am very confident that everything is moving in the right direction. It is all moving in the right direction. Everything is being put into place with your guys' benefit in mind. That's really what the objective is, to make sure that you guys can get out there and actually make good money, enjoy all the benefits that this program has to offer. And, and who knows, in 3, 4, 5 years, sit back and go, wow, that was an amazing ride. And I don't even have to work anymore, maybe in a year, who knows? That's really the objective. And I know we're heading that way. So thank you guys all for being here tonight. And this will be up, sometime tomorrow, so you can go back and watch it. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good night.